All right, so from Rosetown off Maxfield Avenue to the halls of academia at the University of Missouri, Denise Brown's journey is one of determination, scholarship, and a passion for political science. At just 26 years old, Denise is already making waves as a PhD student at the University of Missouri, where she's delving deep into the complexities of political science. Denise, good morning. A very special welcome to Sunrise.
Welcome to Sunrise, Denise.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
Good morning.
Awesome.
Let's start at Maxfield. Walk us through Denise as a little girl, playing in the yard, going out every day to go to school and coming in daytime. What was life like for you?
Well, as you said, I'm from Maxfield, but not just Maxfield. I want to make that clear. I'm from Rosetown. I was raised by my grandparents, and that was fun. That was a really good experience for me to have my grandparents raising me. Then they died in 2015, and then after that, I was all by myself.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and then when they died, I think I was in like high school still, and St. Hugh's High School at the time. They stepped in to help me. I remember St. Hugh's providing me with uniform. I think I was in sixth form at the time, and I remember them giving me a book voucher to get my books. Oh, wow. I remember that voucher was like $20,000, and I went to Kingston Bookshop to get my books. So St. Hugh's really stepped in to help me after my grandparents passed. Mm-hmm. And then after that, I went to the University of the West Indies, but that's really a story in and of itself, because St. Hugh's at the time couldn't help me to transition to the University of the West Indies because they didn't have a scholarship at the time. So I got accepted to all these programs, and I didn't have any money, but I still went. I showed up every day. I didn't pay my miscellaneous fees. I didn't pay my tuition. I was going to classes every day. At the time, thank God, you didn't have to pay a commitment fee. And eventually, I got a scholarship because I was desperately dependent on things at that time. I got a scholarship from the European Union's Poverty Reduction Program, and that's how I got my bachelor's degree in international relations, and also got an award for that for the incoming student with the best overall performance in the bachelor's international relations.
Oh,
so that was
brilliant. How much of the challenging experience that you had, you mentioned financial difficulties, you mentioned loss. How much of that shaped your drive and determination to be like, listen, education is going to be my way out of this thing. I have to actually save myself here?
Well, I grew up in church, and I was heavily influenced by my church sister Jean at the time. Mm-hmm. And every day she would tell me, I would go to cell group meetings, and she would tell me education and God equals success, and so that I should always continue with the church, and I should continue with my education. One thing I will say though, that my church was the wind beneath my wings, to be honest. It really helped me when my grandparents passed.
Denise, I'm really enjoying this conversation. I'm motivated myself by having it. We're going to take a break because TK is standing by with the news. We'll be right back with more. We want to continue this conversation. This is Sunrise. Stay with us.
All right, welcome back. Still with us in Diaspora Link Up from Rosetown to Missouri is Denise Brown, PhD student at the University of Missouri. Denise, let's pick up right where we were. I am quite aware that there was a very traumatic incident that happened that made you know that you couldn't be here any longer. You had to leave, even if it just was for your safety. Tell us a bit about that.
Oh, okay. Well, I would say after I finished my bachelor's degree, I was still living in Rosetown. But then I started my master's degree, and after I completed a semester, my first year, things got really rough because, I witnessed my cousin murdered on my veranda, and that was really a horrible experience for me. I just knew that I needed to move. I wasn't feeling safe anymore, and school was already hard enough as it was. And miraculously, I got a lot of help to move. I remember contacting my friend Andrew Higgins, who connected me to my member of parliament, who is Mark Golding, who connected me to the Women Leadership Initiative in Jamaica. And, they moved me and they assisted me to pay my rent until I finished my master's degree. And as I'm not sure if you know, but I finished with a distinction and I graduated with the award for the most outstanding research paper at that master's level. And they helped me until I could help myself. And, I got a job at the Cannabis Licensing Authority. And then after that, I went to the Office of the Prime Minister. And then after that, I got a Fulbright scholarship and I'm currently here in the University of Missouri doing a PhD.
Denise, some people would say that you are a success in what you've done thus far in your life in spite of being from Rosetown. Some people would say you're a success because of being from Rosetown. Where do you see it, or is it a little bit of both?
I would say the latter. I am a success because I'm from Rosetown. I really love Rosetown. Rosetown is the only place that has ever truly felt like home. And I've been many places. I've been traveling a lot lately. My experience there, it taught me how to be resilient. It taught me how to be confident. My personality was formed there. My family's there. My church is there. My community organization, the people that I love and care for, those people who believe in me, they're there. So I would say that I'm a success because I'm from Houston.
I love that. I love that, because it speaks to your joy from your core. Tell me a little bit, I guess, maybe a little bit of a nerd conversation. Now, what are you interested in? What have you been researching? Because you've gone the IR route. You're clearly good at research and studying social issues. What is the future Dr. Denise Brown exploring academically?
Currently, I'm looking at independence era constitutions and how those impact on democracy today, the impact of those. So, for example, you have different colonial powers. You have the British power, and you have French and Spanish and Portuguese, and all of them. And British colonies, they tend to be more stable than other colonies. And I am theorizing that is because we had more of an orderly transition of power compared to other colonial powers. They had a lot of revolutions. And it's not that we didn't fight for freedom and all of that, but we had more of an order through our constitutions. So I am theorizing that colonies that kept the constitution or keep the constitution longer tend to be more democratic, and Jamaica is a prime case of that. We are still a constitutional monarchy, and so far with my empirical findings, I find that these constitutional monarchies that have kept the constitutions, they tend to be more democratic. But I'm still researching that. I'm also interested in studying what is happening in Haiti. At this time, I have a fellowship to pursue that. So those are two of the things that I'm interested in at this time. And
so going forward, are you looking to spend your career in academia? Are you thinking of going into policy? I mean, what's next on the horizon after you're finished?
Well, I will say that I don't study policy, I study politics.
Okay.
After I'm finished, I'm really interested in continuing in academia. I've received a lot of training. I love my education here. They are very supportive of me. Recently, I was even in Brazil learning more research methods to pursue my research. So I would be definitely academia for me when I am finished with my PhD.
But I love Dennis. I love that we're having all of this conversation about, studying and Fulbright scholarship and research paper award and this award. And let me just make it very clear, Denise is a hot girl. Because as a hot girl, you're so beautiful. And the footage that we're seeing, we can see that you balance beautifully. You also have a wonderful social life. We could see there. Yeah. And I'm really happy for you. I'm just happy for you. You exude confidence, you exude joy, you exude peace and purpose, and I'm really happy for you.
Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much for sharing bits of your life with us, and we look forward to when are you going to defend the PhD?
Well, I'm still first year, so
Okay. You have a little bit to
She
go.
said, hold up now.
You have a little bit to go. But you're not mad anytime soon, so don't worry, because it can be much, yeah. But you will push through. I look forward to talking to you again, especially when you are Denise Brown, PhD.
Thank you very much. I look forward to speaking with you as well.
All right, so our guest in this conversation has been Denise Brown, PhD student at the University of Missouri.